Clear Lake in north central Iowa has become one of the premier fisheries in the Midwest regardless of season. Winter, spring, summer, and fall, Clear Lake kicks out a bunch of different species of fish. And while anglers in states surrounding Iowa are waiting for fishing season to open, anglers are fishing on Clear Lake.
Oh, geez, look at that. How big's that one, Kevin?
Nice 10-incher.
Is he really?
Yeah.
In the winter, Clear Lake is outstanding and well known for its yellow bass. You can catch a lot of them, and they're great in the table. And the yellows bite all year long, and they're available to everyone. In fact, anglers who wade experience some of the best yellow bass fishing. But once the ice leaves Clear Lake, and I mean right after the ice leaves, walleye anglers get in on the action. Clear Lake is full of walleyes. Today I'm sharing a boat with Kevin Paul and Bill Bunn. They're both avid anglers on Clear Lake year-round. Kevin is a full-time guide on Clear Lake. Bill lives in Clear Lake and gets in the lake as much as he can. It's shortly after ice out. It's chilly and windy, but the walleyes don't care. They want to get caught, and we're glad to help them do just that. We hooked a leech or threaded a piece of crawler on our jigs and started dragging them in about 5 feet of water over a sand bottom, and it didn't take long to get a walleye to bite.
He's a swinger.
Is he?
Yeah. Nice little walleye, though. On a leech.
Leech.
A lot of nice up-and-coming fish
Yeah,
for years to come, so.
Then it was Bill's turn.
There he is.
It's a fish.
There you go. There you go.
Good job, Bill.
Did you hit him hard, Bill?
No, kind of soft.
Yeah.
Kind of small thumps.
Couple more down there.
Good one.
The walleyes were eating, but not as fast as we wanted. We moved to an area that had more wind. Walleyes like the wind almost all the time. We switched to slip bobber rigs, and business really picked up.
Nice one.
Looks good. Oh,
All right.
looks nice. Absolutely good.
On a crawler.
That was a crawler.
Yep.
What do you think?
Good.
Beautiful Clear Lake
Good.
fish.
And we just pulled onto this spot, didn't we?
Yeah, that's been that's going to be the key today, I think, is doing some moving around, finding those fish, the active fish. Obviously, it's really windy today, but pulling up on a spot here, we got a nice cross breeze blowing over some rocks, and it wasn't more than just a couple minutes, and got this beautiful one. So
Nice one. And Clear Lake is full of walleyes like that. Iowa is a two-line state, meaning every licensed angler can use 2 lines. And you can go buy a license for an additional line if you want. So you can get a lot of lines out there and really cover the water. But sometimes it's hard to handle 3 lines when the bite is good. And it was good on Clear Lake on this day.
Any size, Kevin?
nope.
There's some size there. 13 inches.
Yeah,
That's some size, you
be a
know.
good eater next year.
Not a lot of size, but some size. That's,
Yeah.
There's a good
Ooh,
one.
there's a better one. Is it?
Nice.
Huh.
Get closer.
And is that a leech or a crawler? A leech.
Kevin had these thoughts on the bonus line deal.
State of Iowa, you are allowed 2 lines per year, per season or during the season, and then we do have an option where you can purchase that 3rd line, and it's only like an extra 10 or 15 bucks for the full year. You got to think too, the money goes to great causes. DNR, they put that money to good causes. They help stock fisheries like this.
And at times, having that 3rd line in the water, I mean, it'll help you put more fish in the boat sometimes.
Yeah, the biggest thing is being able to cover the water. We're sitting over a shelf here. What we can do is we can actually spread out the lines. We can put some over here, some over there, and we can figure out where the fish are at. Once we find them, we can throw more poles that direction, and it seems to really help keep you on top of the fish.
When we come back, we'll catch more fish. Stay tuned. Hey, if you'd like to be using some of the baits and equipment you see us using on Fishing the Midwest, go to the Fishing the Midwest Facebook page. We'll be selecting a winner in late March. Fishing the Midwest is presented by beautiful Cabot Togama Lake, gateway to Voyageurs National Park. Evinrude, introducing the all-new Evinrude E-Tech G2, the outboard of the future. Rig Wrap, the world's best fishing rig storage solution. Ice Castle, you can camp in an ice castle but you can't fish in a camper.
Fish on! Come on, get together.
A boat ride on the water, a concert in the shadow of legends, a day of fishing in one of the premier fisheries in the Midwest. These are just a few of the wonderful attractions Clear Lake has to offer. Nestled in northern Iowa, Clear Lake is known for its beautiful scenic landscapes, top-rated beaches, and yearly events. From the annual Winter Dance Party to the blockbuster 4th of July celebration, Clear Lake has something for everyone. Stay at the shore and explore.
All right, Grant, you're in front, so stay low. Gus, keep those shoulder pads square. Marcus, eyes on the prize. And Joe, remember to smile. Now take your positions.
With nearly 80 years in professional photography, LifeTouch knows what it takes to get the most out of your players.
Okay, just in just a little bit. All right, good. Oh, remember, there's no I in team picture.
LifeTouch, photography for a lifetime.
Don't just go fishing, go hunting underwater. With Ray Marine's superior high-fidelity chirp sonar vision, you'll never look at fishing the same again. You're already the predator above the water. Now go find your prey below it. Ray Marine. Visit raymarine.com to get in on the action.
Okay, here's what we're doing. We've got slip bobbers out, but we've also got a couple of lines directly over the side of the boat. These are called dead stick rods, and they can really pay off. We tie 16th ounce jigs below the bobber and onto the dead stick rod, then set the bobber or let out just enough line on the dead stick rod so the jig is just above the bottom. The rocking of the boat provides action to the baits. Fireball jigs are the best when it comes to using live bait on a jig, and that new Assassin line from Sunline in 6-pound test is outstanding. It's strong, it's almost invisible under the water, and it's easy to work with.
That was your dead stick rod.
Yep, nice one too. Here you go, Bob.
Oh, look at
Beautiful
that.
fish.
That is a nice one. Look at that guy. Whoa, that's a nice one. Whoa, boy.
Look at that.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right.
That is a nice, look at that.
There you go.
Fat, healthy. Look at there. Good. Good. That is a 20-incher?
Yeah, probably just shy 19 3/4. I actually spent some time and worked with the DNR this year, Gil Netton, and helped him do the surveys and stuff.
Yes.
And this is probably one of the #1 sizes in adult fish right now.
Wow.
Yep, so it's at the top of its game right now.
No kidding.
Clear Lake offers lots of shore fishing and wader fishing. This backpack makes both of those much easier, as Mike Frisch explains.
During the course of the summer, I fish out of a lot of different boats, and I fish from shore some as well. One of the tackle bags is the Cabela's backpack. This tackle storage system makes traveling from boat to boat or shore fishing spot to shore fishing spot really convenient. It holds tackle storage, and it also has a variety of different compartments to put things like hookouts, pliers, my cell phone, and it's great for ice fishing as well because it holds ice fishing rods along the side as well. Really convenient storage system, allows me to jump from boat to boat or shore fishing spot to shore fishing spot, or in the winter, ice fishing spot to ice fishing spot. The backpack, exclusively available from Cabela's, will help make your tackle storage system easier and more efficient.
Cabela's has all the equipment you'll need for almost any outdoor activity, and the outfitters at Cabela's are experts at helping you figure out which products will best fit your needs. Now back on the water at Clear Lake.
There's another one.
Look at that.
Smaller one here, but
First timer.
nice.
Swinger?
He's a swinger.
What we're doing with these slip bobbers is we're covering a really wide stretch here. We got bobbers out that side, bobbers this side, and just letting them drift through this spot. We're covering 50 feet of water, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, very effectively.
Bill Bunn has lived in Clear Lake for much of his life, and he's fished Clear Lake for a long, long time. He had this to say about the rebirth of Clear Lake.
You know, I grew up here, and when I was a kid, I just remember we used to grow up catching bullheads, and you would catch a lot of rough fish. And over the years, it's just kind of been the same. And then I would say in the last 10 to 15 years, the DNR has really taken over and really done a lot of nice things with the lake. When they dredged out the small lake on the Ventura end, that used to be a big bowl, about 4 foot deep, just a big mud hole. And now they've dug 3 or 4 nice big holes in there, about 20, 25 foot deep, and those hold a lot of nice fish. And it's just amazing to see where this fishery has come from back in the 80s to right now. And it's just a night and day, 180-degree difference.
Right there by the side of the boat, Kevin. Look at that.
The dead stick rod comes through again.
This is funny. This is where a lot of the ice houses sit right away at the beginning of the year. They'll sit right here.
Libby Patton has a good read on all the things there are to do in Clear Lake in addition to the fishing. Here are some of those things.
Clear Lake is a great place to get outside and play. Head to the water for boating, sailing, swimming, kayaking, and of course, fishing. Our Lady of the Lake excursion boat offers a guided cruise experience for all ages. Bicycling, we've got you covered. We've got trails and routes all over North Iowa. Take a stroll through the beautiful Central Gardens of North Iowa.
Good stuff, Libby.
Bob, what do you think about making a little bit of a move here, adjustment?
Yeah. What? A big adjustment?
No, I think we'll keep it short. Right now we got the anchor on the left here, and I think we'll just swap the anchor to the other side of the boat, put it on the other cleat, and that should cause us to drift over about 30, 40 feet.
So we'll be covering different water.
Correct.
I see. Yeah, okay, let's do it. That dead rod again, huh, Kevin?
Yep, it's a nice one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very nice. Kevin, when you're fishing from an anchored position, how long do you give a spot? You know, how long do you give a spot before you move on?
Well, you know, Bob, we just made that little jaunt to the side there, and typically I like to give it about 15, 20 minutes. If it's not producing any fish, there's probably not anything around. But the other thing, too, we went through a little bit of a dead spell, and we didn't catch anything, and all of a sudden the school came in. And
there's one.
About 3 or 4. We got fish up front right now.
Is that the dead rod, Bill?
No, I've been jigging it.
Is that right?
Another nice eater.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, like we were just saying, they come into schools and look at that.
Nice one there.
Nice catch, Bill.
Just nice looking fish, aren't they?
Here you go. Let's go.
Yeah, these are nice eaters here. It's just awesome to be able to catch fish like this anymore. It's they've gotten so much bigger and nicer over time, and it's just a testament to kind of, you know, how the DNR has worked and everything that they've done here to improve this fishery.
Feels good to be on the boat.
When we come back, we'll catch more fish. Stay tuned. Hey, if you'd like to be using some of the baits and equipment you see us using on Fishing the Midwest, go to the Fishing the Midwest Facebook page. We'll be selecting a winner in late March. Fishing the Midwest is presented by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Impulse. Excite the bite with scent, color, and action. Ray Marine. Don't just go fishing, go hunting underwater. CrappieCentral.com. Northland Fishing Tackle. Made by fishermen, for fishermen.
What inspires the angler to return to the water's edge are not the countless fish that came before, but the one that lies ahead. Every time you fish, every single cast, every single day. Beautifully crafted multi-species fishing boats unlike any other. To catch any fish you're after. See more online and at your local FX dealer. Larson FX, where others have yet to go.
We stress quality, we stress affordability.
When people walk in, they say they look like a cabin on wheels.
Made in the Midwest, for people in the Midwest.
Impulse soft baits have dominated our bass fishing for years.
And they're a big part of our panfish and walleye fishing. When the fish are aggressive, soft baits are the best choice, producing awesome fish-attracting action.
And you can catch several fish on one bait.
That means more time spent catching and less time rebaiting.
Northland's Impulse, a step above other soft baits with their secret scent that triggers fish to bite and hold on longer.
Meaning we feel more bites and set more hooks.
Lake Kabetogama in Voyageurs National Park is your year-round destination for experiencing nature at its finest. Enjoy the solitude of the pristine wilderness while having all the comforts of home available at the many full-service resorts. The fishing is world-class. So are all the other outdoor activities that are abundant in all the seasons. Cab is the perfect place for your family or group of friends, and Cab is an easy drive from anywhere in the Midwest. Kabetogama Lake in northern Minnesota. Discover Cab now.
Well, that's why I carry 3 poles, Bob.
You've apparently done this before. Yeah. How big is that one, Kevin? 12, 13 inches?
Yeah.
12. Yep. And on Clear Lake, they got to be 14 inches, right?
Correct. Yep.
On Clear Lake, walleyes need to be 14 inches before you can keep them. We caught a bunch in that 14 to 16 inch range and several in the 18 to 20 inch range. We also caught a good number of walleyes that were just short of 14 inches. They'll be legal to keep this spring. I guess what the message is that there are a good number of keeper walleyes in Clear Lake now, and that's going to continue for quite a while, it appears. Here's another one.
Feels nice. That's a nice eater right there. Good job, thanks.
So Kevin, you are really tearing them up here. I mean, you really are. You got bobber rods out. How are you fishing that rod you're holding? What are you doing there?
Yeah, Bob, basically what I got is just a 16th-ounce jig head, a little custom jig there, super glow with the leech, and just hanging that sucker straight over the side and wait for him to come up and whack it. We're actually just on just noticed it, but we're just on a nice sharp break. Boat's drifting from 6 to 3 foot. We got the anchor kind of swinging us up and bringing us back down. So what I'm doing is I just bounce my jig along the bottom, I work it up the bank, and then back down, and this one actually hit on the way back down.
As the season progresses on Clear Lake, plastic baits become outstanding walleye catchers. Mike Frisch shares one of his favorite plastic techniques for walleyes anywhere in the warmer months.
I'm a multi-species fishing guide, and I like techniques that allow myself and my clients to cover a lot of water and that they're easy to fish. This is an easy to fish bait that flat out catches fish of all species: bass, northern pike, walleyes, big panfish. It's an Impulse 3.5-inch swimming grub. This is a fish catching machine. I just rig it on an RZ jig. I make a long cast, and the action of this tail attracts those fish. Stay down, boy. And when they hit it, they love the Impulse scent and flavor, and they hold on to it for positive hook sets. The action of the tail simply attracts them. They hold on to it, you catch them. Simple way to fish, multi-species fish catching machine. Let's go get us another one. Get them on hooked. All right.
In many situations, Impulse plastics will change the way we fish. Now back to Clear Lake. Almost everyone likes to eat some fish every now and then, and Clear Lake is a wonderful place to go to get some fish for the table. Kevin had this suggestion when it comes to catching fish to eat on Clear Lake.
You know, we always try to stress the yellow bass. There's so many, there's no limit. It's kind of an invasive species, so, you know, those are kind of the meat and potatoes. They're right there. That's what you need to, that's what most people should be eating. If you want to keep some walleye, that's great, but be selective, you know, do selective harvest. You know, you don't need to keep the 22, 23 inchers. Keep those 15 to 16, 17 inchers. Those are the best eaters anyways. You're not going to benefit much by having a 20 incher in there over a 17 incher, so you know, do the lake justice and release some of those nicer fish.
Okay.
No.
All right, good for fish.
Good job, Bill.
Almost 2.5-year-old fish.
What a nice little fish. Fun to catch.
There ain't nothing wrong with catching them, I'll tell you that right now.
Here's Libby Patton with more things to do and see around Clear Lake.
Music lovers must visit the Surf Ballroom, where Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper played their final concert, and where big-name artists still take the stage all year long. You won't want to miss out on our amazing events, like our summer series, Thursdays on Main, or our top-rated July 4th celebration.
Good stuff, Libby, and so is the walleye bite on Clear Lake.
Got some size, Kevin?
Might be an eater. I could probably swing him. He ain't bad.
Swing him?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's right at the edge of swing it though. Kevin, it's that time of the year. It's late spring, you know, mid-May, that sort of thing, and the weather fronts change a lot this time of year, and one day it can be cold and warm. With these bobbers, we're using 3 different baits. We're using crawlers, leeches, and minnows. Do you find a preference, and when does it start to change from minnows to crawlers? How do you determine what to use?
You know, recently we just had a bug hatch, and you know, I would say all last week we would have been strictly running minnows only. And then with that bug hatch that happened, we'd like to switch things up. A lot of people, I don't know if people know, but the crawlers become very effective after a major bug hatch, and leeches too. Once they start coming to town, it's time to start running those as well.
So the bug hatch probably indicates warmer water, and the warmer water indicates that maybe leeches and crawlers are going to be a better choice. Mm-hmm. But we still now we've got leeches and crawlers out here because the minnows just leeches and crawlers. And are they showing a preference today?
So far, I haven't seen too much. I mean, we've caught a few more on leeches, but it could be a fluke. But we'll find out here in the next half hour, and then we'll kind of dial that in as well, and we'll probably have majority one or the other. So.
And that's how you fine-tune the presentation, try different stuff, and just narrowing down the selections.
Well, we talked about running multiple poles, and that's the whole key to success, is being able to do stuff like that, you know, being able to run those extra lines.
When we come back, we'll catch more fish. Stay tuned. Hey, if you'd like to be using some of the baits and equipment you see us using on Fishing the Midwest, go to the Fishing the Midwest Facebook page. We'll be selecting a winner in late March. Fishing the Midwest is presented by Larson Boats, Larson FX, where others have yet to go. Selmo, insist on Selmo. Offshore Tackle, the leader in trolling technology. Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce, stay at the shore and explore North Iowa. Sunline, the strength to guarantee your confidence.
Introducing a revolutionary concept in outboards, a choice. Now with the Evinrude E-Tech G2, you can choose unrivaled performance, superior fuel economy, and the cleanest combustion outboard on the planet. Choose from hundreds of color combinations to perfectly match your boat. And choose 5 years or 500 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Experience the power of choice at ChooseYourEtech.com.
No matter how hard you try, keeping your rigs tangle-free is, well, challenging. Well, not anymore with Rig Wrap. Staying tangle-free has never been easier. Just wrap, close, rinse, and store. Simple, right?
Wow.
No matter the rig, Rig Wrap has a storage solution to keep you tangle-free. From conveniently small to offshore extra large, you'll never worry about tangled rigs ever again. Rig Wrap, the world's best fishing rig storage solution.
I started using Selmo Hornets more and more a few years ago, and in those few years, I'm catching more and more fish. There's just something about a Hornet that makes a walleye or a bass or a panfish or whatever want to eat it. Hornets have a lifetime guarantee, and they're hand-tuned so they run perfect right out of the box. Cabela's has an outstanding selection of Hornets in the best sizes and colors, and the folks at Cabela's can tell you which ones are the hottest. Selmo didn't invent the crankbait, they just perfected it. Insist on Selmo at Cabela's.
boat ride on the water, a concert in the shadow of legends, a day of fishing in one of the premier fisheries in the Midwest. These are just a few of the wonderful attractions Clear Lake has to offer. Nestled in northern Iowa, Clear Lake is known for its beautiful scenic landscapes, top-rated beaches, and yearly events. From the annual Winter Dance Party to the blockbuster 4th of July celebration, Clear Lake has something for everyone. Stay at the shore and explore.
Fish on, Bill?
Yep. Small yellow.
All right, buddy.
Yellow?
Yellow bass. Tell you what, they're good eating.
We took a break from the fishing. I had some questions regarding Clear Lake for Kevin.
The Iowa DNRs came a long ways. They started stocking muskies back in the 70s, I believe, and throughout the last few years, we have really seen a large growth in the muskies. They turned from 30 to 40, and all of a sudden now we're seeing some in the upper 40s, and you hear of a 50-incher caught, and just the sheer numbers in this lake is remarkable. For being fairly new at it, we boated 53 muskies in a couple months last year, and I tell you what, I mean, most of them are in that high 30s to low 40 range, but I get clients and stuff that drive all over Minnesota, Wisconsin to catch muskies all across the country, and then they drove past Clear Lake and they come home and they catch 3 fish here and only 1 on their trip away. And yeah, it might not be the biggest fish, but it's definitely a place where you can come and catch a lot of numbers.
Kevin and Bill told me the crappie fishing on Clear Lake has really come on, and they wanted to show me their style for catching shallow water crappies in the spring.
Another big one.
Look at there. Wow. Whoa. Yep. Wow.
Beautiful.
Good fish.
That's a male white crappie there.
Yeah. Look at there. Look at there. And we've only got about 24 inches of line on here.
For now, just realize that the yellow bass are probably going really good through the ice on Clear Lake, and as soon as the ice goes away, the walleyes will be hungry, and you can start catching and keeping them right away. There are so many walleyes in Clear Lake. Clear Lake has so much to offer for so many people, from the fishing to the activities around town. If you want to get a jump start on your fishing season, or if you just want to find a good time pretty much any time of the year, check out Clear Lake in north central Iowa. If you hit it right, and the right time is most of the time, you're going to like what Clear Lake has to offer.
Hey, for all of us that fish in the Midwest, thanks for stopping by. Be nice to one another. We'll see you again next time.